Yo, it's Taee once again with another video, and today pretty much I'm going to be talking about my vegan lifestyle and how I started, why I started, and how I'm able to maintain like not being able to eat meat and cheese and all that good stuff. So first, to start off, I decided last year to make the change, but there are different elements to lead up until the point of when I transitioned to be vegan, and I actually went cold turkey, no pun intended. So last year, I'm not sure exactly, well, not last year, probably a couple of years ago, because my best friend is vegan, and she's been vegan for quite a while, and she decided to, show me different recipes and give me a feel of how it was to be vegan. Always absolutely loved all of the food that I ate, and I'm greedy anyway, so I like everything. So I decided to make at least one vegan dish a day. I mean, not a day, a week. Because I just wanted to eat cleaner, and I love food so much. So I wanted to find something where I can eat as much as I want and not feel guilty about it. That's just gonna be that's as real as I could be. So fast forward to last year. I don't know why we stopped making the vegan dishes. I guess life just happened. And anywho, last year, my fiance watched What the Health, and I was already leaning towards being a vegan, and then me watching that kind of helped me start the journey. Now, mind you, everybody has their opinions about What the Health, and it is what it is. I did what I did, y'all do what y'all do. It's fine. Hey. Go keep moving. So anyway, watched the documentary and was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna eat vegan, and that's what it's going to be. Now, mind you, I didn't know what I was necessarily getting myself into. I didn't necessarily know, and I still kind of don't know my footing, but I'm just trying to take it a day at a time, and that's how I've been able to get through it, because I'm just taking it a day at a time, figuring out things that I enjoy, figuring out things that I would have never thought about, and remixing a lot of foods, like from Thanksgiving dinner. Thanksgiving, I was like, you know what? I'm a veganize everything, and the things that I like, I'll keep. The things I don't like, I'll try it again next year. Whatever. And just actually, of course, try different things throughout the year. And then once we get to November, then of course we'll cook it and stuff like that. But so far I've made vegan macaroni and cheese that I'll actually show. I've made greens, but greens, that's a veggie, so that's simple. I had tofurkey, didn't care for it. It was alright. Had vegan roast, but those things were store-bought. So if I ever try that again, I'll just have to make it myself, because I know what I like and I know my flavors, and I do know how to cook, which is funny because I just throw stuff together and it just so happens to be good. Not all the time, because I'm not perfect like everybody else, but for the most part, it's really good. So, now I'm rambling. So, this year has just completely flown by, and I'm still a vegan. Like, I'm still strong into being a vegan, and for multiple reasons. Because one of the animals, like I said before, I just feel bad. Like, if I put something in my mouth and it has something to do with it, I just feel bad because, you know, I'm not gonna get into all of that. I just feel bad. Let's just keep it like that. And for me, I just choose not to eat it. And for other foods, it's like your palate is different. Like, I can taste food. I know what food tastes like. So when it comes to certain things, I prefer not to even try it or anything. Like, mind you, like, that chicken smells good. That macaroni and cheese smells good. That pizza smells good. But the flavor, it's like, I'm over it. I don't want that. I have no desire for it. And I thank God, because I didn't know how I was going to be able to get to that point. But I'm here, okay? A year later, and I just don't care for it. So the things that I do enjoy, though, like pizza, for instance, I'm trying to figure out my own remix of favorites. Like, local, we have Beggar's Pizza, which was one of my favorites. And I'm just trying to figure out recipes that taste like, you know, the Beggar's Pizza. And researching and finding things on YouTube and stuff like that. I have a YouTuber that I follow. Her name is Edgy Veg. And you can find her on here. And her food is bomb. Like, I've made Popeye's chicken. I've made Chipotle. Chick-fil-A sandwiches. And some other different recipes. So it's like, you really can do so much with vegan food. Now, vegan food does not equate to it being healthy. It just really is what it is. Vegan food is not animal product. No animal whatsoever. Whether it be eggs or milk or meat, you know, it doesn't contain any of that. So that's my definition and how I base my life on. Everybody, they do their thing their own way. Me, I'm just trying to keep it as simple as possible and without it harming an animal, if possible. You know. So, I'm not perfect. It's still a struggle, but I did the best that I possibly can do. Anyway, but the beginning and the start of my veganism, we would eat out more often. So we would go to places that were vegan restaurants and stuff like that, and tried out different foods. And I did not realize how asleep I was. Like, this food was amazing, banging. And $10. I was like, oh, $10. Okay, we're not paying $40 and $50 for some food. We paying $20. Are you sure it's $20? Y'all forgot to add some things to the menu, or to the bill rather. So it was like, that part was exciting. And just a thought, you know, cooking and preparing food at home. Now, mind you, cooking vegan food takes a little bit more time, but I feel like it's worth it because you save so much more money. Like, you do when you plan accordingly. Now, if you buying a whole lot of supplements, it's going to be expensive. But when you do things from scratch, like I prepared vegan chicken and that sort of stuff, that stuff actually was a lot cheaper than if I would have bought some chicken at the store. And, you know, that meal easily would have been, what, $30-$40? You know, because if we go out, we want chicken, we want fish, we want, you know, fries and all of the other stuff. Where at home, you can buy a big bag of fries, probably like $5-$6. That's probably very expensive. But just a huge bag of fries. The bread costs little to nothing. You know, lettuce is little to nothing. And I would love to have that in my garden. You know, that's one thing that's on my list. You know, tomato is little to nothing. Onion is little, especially luckily for us, we have a farmer's market, which is right up the street. So we can grab a lot of that stuff, chop it up, put it all together, and it's amazing, you know? And then the vegan, to do my vegan chicken and stuff like that, which I'll show you how to do that, at least from me learning from Edgy Veg. And it was really simple. And of course, I remix everything. So I make changes here and there when it comes to certain things. Like I go based off the recipe, but I always got to add some extra because I'm extra sometimes, especially when it comes to food. But the wheat gluten, which I'll teach you about what that is. The wheat gluten is cheap. Well, it's not cheap like that. It's like $7 and you get like a thing like that, and it's like flour. It reminds you of flour. It's not flour, but it reminds you of flour and how it comes and how it's contained. And if you buy like whole wheat flour and that sort of thing, and it's in a bag, it's the same thing. So, you know, that is a lot cheaper than chicken, and then you could make so much chicken with that, you know. But anywho, so just broadening your horizons and thinking outside of the box and finding your favorite foods and just have fun and figure out how to veganize it. Like cupcakes and like cheesecakes and like all of these wonderful goodies. I cannot wait to try and attempt to make it because I'm a foodie. I love food. And now I'm a vegan, so I love being a vegan. So we got to bring the two together. That's the whole point of my channel. But I just wanted to just break that down so you all get a better understanding of what's going on and be ready for the ride. Now this morning for breakfast, just so you guys know, it was simple. It was some Captain Crunch, some almond milk. The end. That was my breakfast. Like, it can be that simple. Oreos. You can, like, you have a sweet tooth sometimes, and Oreos are vegan. You can eat Oreos. And say if you want another snack later on, popcorn is vegan. You can eat popcorn. Even at the movie theater. The movie theater's popcorn, it actually has butter flavoring. It's not containing any butter. And it they use the oil. It's just oil. So all of that is good for your, well, it's not good like that. Like, don't eat a whole bunch of it because oil ain't that. It's not that good for us. It's containing more, I believe, fat or something like that. Don't quote me, but I think fat or something like that. Anyway, we don't need all the extra stuff all the time. But sometimes we want to treat yourself. That's the best way to say it. And if you're feeling like, and then, well, not feeling like, and then for vegan food, when you're hungry, you can eat a whole lot more and it contains less calories and all of that than you eating this one little piece of something. You know what I mean? So it's just a mental thing. Once you get over the mental thing, everything else will come together and be so much easier. But you have to get your mental in order and not think, oh, I gotta have protein, gotta have my protein, because you can eat some beans and you'll get way more protein out of the beans than you do with that little piece of chicken. I'm just saying. So it's a mental thing. Once you get your mental in order, everything else will just come into play and be a lot easier on you. And don't stress. Just take it a day at a time. Take a moment at a time, and eventually you'll get your own understanding, your own feeling, your own flow, your own favorite foods, and everything will just be amazing. So that's pretty much it. I'm just going to close it there. Not going to hold you guys any much longer, but I thank you for stopping by. I hope that you subscribe. Hope that you save and favorite this and like it. Give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment. Feel free to hit me up. Hey. And I will see you guys in the next one. See ya. Thank you.